So apparently we're back, guys and girls. My OBS had just decided it was going to take a short break because of all of the ridiculously hard racing that we've been watching so far this evening. So I do apologise for that short break. That wasn't me going to get some refreshments. That was most definitely OBS messing about, which it actually did last week for about 30 seconds. So again, we need to look into that. But just to get you all caught back up, we've all got to start again now, unfortunately. Keddy's still leading this race. Taylor's in second. Perry's in third. Volkov is fourth. Dom is still in fifth. Sergio is sixth. So Volkov's doing pretty well to get back up to there, hasn't he? Chris Schneider's seventh. Chris is in eighth. Goodway's ninth. Harry Goswell is still running in 10th. I think we've had some issues here because there's only 16 left in the server. Junior Hughes is 11th, Dewsbury's 12th, Albuquerque 13th, Breckfield's 14th, Turner's 15th, and Alan Brown is 15th. So yeah, definitely think there may be some issues, more technical issues going on than what I think really. So 7 minutes to go. Well, that's obviously thrown it, hasn't it, really? Because there's nobody watching anymore because everyone thinks the thing's died, and there's only 16 still in, and one of those is in the pit. So that is very, very odd. But whilst we're having a look at this brilliant racing that we've got still going on, well, just letting the drivers know that the stream is back up in case any of them want to actually see how this race ends. We've got a few coming in there. What did you miss? Me sweating a lot, Sean. Worrying, swearing probably. Once this actually came back up, there's only now 16 in, which is I don't know why that's happened. Graham, what happened? My OBS, my streaming software just decided to disconnect for about a minute. Maybe needed a breather, as I was joking on there. As Robin Taylor goes up into, well, what you're missing is great racing at the moment between Taylor and Perry. Harry's still running, Graham, which is great to know. He's in the top 10, and he's on the podium currently for the AM class, just by driving slowly. So it's good. Coops got excited and pushed the wrong button. Yep, that's exactly what happened. I was, whew, exit, escape, get away from everyone. No. So I know you're all back in. It's only a 5-minute session now, really. So we've got a 5-minute sprint race essentially on this part of the stream. So make sure everybody. I don't know if it's a glitch or not, Graham. To be honest, it happened to me last week as well. It just paused for about 30 seconds last week, whereas this one was obviously longer. So I have no idea. I mean, there's always updates coming out, and I did update it earlier on today, as I try and do every time I come on if there is one, but hey, who knows. So what we've got, upshot is Keddy still leading, these two in second place having a great race at the moment. James Perry knows if he can get this move done on Taylor in the next 5 minutes, he's going to get himself a nice haul of points, isn't he? Given that Junior Hughes is down in 11th place in the 212 BMW, that's obviously his nearest title rival. But I'm pretty sure Robin Taylor, well, he's not going to want to give that one up, is he? No, he's not. Chris is doing a great job, 20 seconds of damage. Sean, I've been really impressed with Chris, I have to say, running in 8th place at the moment, considering what happened. He walks the first race. It doesn't matter, they were fairly close. He walked that first race. And if it wasn't for the damage here, I'm sure he would be doing something very, very similar. But I have been impressed with him. Chris Schneider's having a good race, isn't he, in 7th place. And then we've got Dom and Sergio, 5th and 6th. 1st and 2nd in the AM class. Those two are moving along quite nicely. Goodway's in the top 10. Got to be happy with that. He's coming under pressure. I'm not going to do it, Graham. He's coming under pressure from Harry. It's only 0.3 seconds. I just fear if I move on to that, something may happen as James Perry gets rather close to the back of Robin Taylor. Remember, this is the battle currently for 2nd and 3rd place. Now, we do have other close battles on the track at the moment as Dom loses that position to Sergio, 5th and 6th place. Goswell's 0.3 behind Dave Goodway. Harry, if you can hear me, slow down. Don't try and make the pass. Don't do it. Don't get in that adrenaline fueled zone. you are on the podium at the moment, and you can see Dom is moving down. He's had an accident there. He's yellow, so that puts Harry up to P2 for the AM class. So just leave crazies alone, leave their good way alone. Just crack on with it. Junior Hughes is in 10th. Dewsbury's only 0.2 behind him. That, I think, is going to be worth having a look at. Most certainly is. So let's have a look at these two. Remember, these two have been together for the entire race, really, even before OBS decided to crash on me. Junior Hughes managed to muscle his way by. It was some really brilliant racing from these two. And I did say at that moment I didn't think there'd be much in it because he was only 2.3 seconds behind him, I think it was, at the end of race 1. So this is for the last position within the top 10. But Dewsbury can take comfort from the fact that he is on the podium in his class. They've got 3.6 seconds back to Albuquerque. So that doesn't look like that's not going to materialise into a challenge. And Dom's just behind him, you can see there. In 13th place, Breck Vilms, he's still running. Let's have a look at our Breck. There he is, another beautiful paint job on the front of that Audi. Wailing, crying, screaming. And Simon Turner, I haven't given him enough time this evening for what he did, but Harry Goswell makes the move on Dave Goodway. Well done, Harry, up to 8th place, keep it clean. Simon Turner, as you can see there, in the BMW, still running, and that, we say this a lot, you've got to finish the races. And for that we get to see bits of my logo all over his car. I didn't ask him to do that, but there you go. Thank you, Simon. Next week, go faster and change your number. Number 13, you're asking for trouble. Anyway, Keddy up front, 2.3 second leads coming up towards the back of Simon Turner at the moment, and then you've got Robin Taylor and James Perry. That's gap now at 1.5 seconds, so that has grown, most definitely has grown. And Chica got disconnected. Unlucky Chica. Well, I think we all got, well, I certainly got disconnected as well, actually, for a minute or two. So who knows what's happened there. But sorry about that, mate. You was having a half decent run until then. Enjoyed watching some of that racing. Let's get back to it. So Keddy looks pretty secure, I've got to say. I've also got to say, well, he's on the final lap now, Taylor looks pretty secure as well. I know he's only 1.5 seconds back, but I think he's had the measure. Maybe Perry's tyres have gone off a little bit now because he was trying to push really hard. Volkov's actually had a very good race. Remember, he started in P2, ended up all the way down, well, halfway down the grid, more than after that instant in turn 1, and has fought his way back up to P4. Again, just showing the pace of this guy. Sergio is leading the AM class, 5th place overall, having a good run. And look at Chris. Chris has got himself back up to 6th. Remember, he was on pole, had that issue at the start, no fault of his own there, ended up at the back, literally at the back of the grid, fought his way up through to 6th place. Winner in race 1, just shows what he is capable of. Chris Schneider in 7th place, good for him. Harry Goswell is still running. He's currently 8th overall, P2 in class. So again, don't get into any fights you don't need to, mate. Keep that car on the bloody track. Dave Goodway in 9th in his McLaren. Junior Hughes has managed to get into the top 10, but he's going to be losing quite a lot of points this evening to James Perry in their championship battle. Aaron Dewsbury, he's 3rd place in the AM class at the moment. Then we've got Albuquerque, Dom, Brecht, and Simon, who have just come around to start their final lap. So if we pick up Keddy, where is he? Coming up. Where's Keddy at the moment? So that is through Crocodile. So up to, well, let's get on board with Keddy as we go through Cheetah for the last time up towards Ingwe, the final left-hander. And there you go, ladies and gents. That looks nice. Cross the line, Mr. Keddy. Well done, Keddy. Well done to you, buddy. You are the winner of race 2. Well done. Excellent drive from you. Robin Taylor, you're going to be extremely happy with that finish as well, no doubt. P2 for you. Well done. James Perry, you know what, James? I could have been a little bit better, but P3 secures you some very good points going into the last round of this championship. Volkov had a good race to come back up to 4th place. I am impressed with this guy. I am a fan. Sergio, 5th overall, wins. Well done, Sergio. Wins in the AM class. Well done to you. Chris manages to get himself up to 6th place. That's some pretty good work, that is, Chris. I mean, you know, that is some good work, mate. I wish I had your skills. I just saw Harry Goswell drive past, which means he finished the race. Anyway, Daniel Chris Schneider, he finished in 7th. Well done to him. And Harry Goswell, there you go. Listened to the advice. Now he can do all his donuts for everyone that's watching. He manages to finish 8th overall, P2 in class. Well done, Harry. Good effort, mate. Dave Goodway finishes in 9th. Junior Hughes rescued what he could there, finished in the top 10, and not what he would have wanted. So we'll have to see how the points actually pan out for next week. Then we've got Dewsbury. He's third in class, 11th overall in the AMS, again showing excellent pace. Albuquerque finished 12th. Dom finished in 13th. Cass finished in 14th. Well, he's going to finish in 14th as he crosses the lines. Let's give him that. Go on, Cass. Finishes the race. Well done, buddy. And then Simon Turner, there you go, in his, COMMSbyCOOPS liveried Beamer. Well done to you. Anna Brown in the pits. More importantly, in the live chat. So there you go, ladies and gents. That was 2 very entertaining races. If you don't agree with me, I think there's an issue there. 2 really good races, different winners. It's going to have different connotations for next week. Remember, it's the final round of the championship, and I do believe we're at one of the American tracks next week, which is going to be pretty interesting. It's either Watkins or Indy. I'm not 100% sure which. I should probably check, but I won't bother now. I'll do it later on. What can I say? Well done. Well done to the podiums in the pros. Well done to the podiums in the AMS. Thank you to everybody who's joined us on the live chat. Special well done, I think, to Harry for getting that P2. That was good work from him. Yeah, I think it's Indy as well, mate. Really great racing as always. Yeah, if you want to get involved, guys and girls, get over to FRL. It just works. And I've gone on to the... There we go. We should be on that screen for the end, shouldn't we? Yeah. We've had some great racing again this evening. Again, anyone in the live chat that's liked, made comments, got involved, had a bit of a laugh, thank you. You make my evening much more interesting, and I'm sure we all get some value out of that. Anyone that's watched from Facebook, that's the first one that's gone live on there. Thank you very much. But I would say come across to the YouTube channel so you can get involved in all the live stuff. So yeah, fabulous, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. We have a treat for you tomorrow evening. Okay, we have the Ginetta, the mighty Ginetta race tomorrow. I think from Donington. I'm doing the comments for that as well, so you'll see me again at 7:40 tomorrow evening. Podcast is also after that, which I won't be on because you're not seeing me for the whole night. And then I'll be back for Friday for the GT3 Fridays. So, look, for now, the only thing that we can say is COMMSbyCOOPS out.